All right, we are here because it is time for DIY here on Now, and I'm really excited to share this with you. Now, if we could recap just a little bit, we are going to make a paper towel holder. So the last time we would have seen this paper towel holder.
Paper towel holder.
A fancy one.
A fancy one. Nice.
Yes.
Let's go.
No, all right. So the first things you would need. So I did some of this ahead, which as you would see, this wood is nice and stained and stuff, and we have the pieces done and already. So let's recap a little bit. What you would need, well, you need a clamp, or if you don't have a clamp, you could get somebody to help you out, and you'll see why. You need a power drill. If you don't have a drill, it's very difficult to do by hand. I've done it before, but it is possible. You also need a power driver. If you don't have a power driver, you could use a screwdriver.
It would just take 10 times longer.
10 times longer. This piece here is cut to 1 foot or 12 inches. This base piece here, this is a 1x6 piece, which is cut to 6 3/4 inches, and that's for a reason. You're probably going to ask me why specifically 6 3/4.
Obviously.
All right, well, you'll see why in a little bit.
Oh, you're not going to tell me, you're going to show me. You're bad out here today. All right, good.
You'll also need a flange. You will need your...
what?
A flange.
So in the world of audio, a flange means something completely different.
Really?
Carry on, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're doing...
A flange is a sound effect that you just get when two audio files running at the exact same file running together.
Well, look, I learned something today.
That's all right. Go ahead.
So you could do audio yourself as well. Maybe we should have a do-it-yourself audio.
A DIY audio.
Audio with Raucus.
We'll work on that one.
You also need a 12-inch
pipe.
Galvanized pipe here. You need a collar.
Just now. So there's 12 inches of pipe?
Yeah, that's 12 inches of pipe.
Go ahead.
And you also need a collar, and you need a cap. Now, the gauge of all of these is 1/2 inch, so it's 1/2 inch in diameter.
Right.
In diameter over
so
there,
1/2 inch thick, 12 inches long.
That's right.
Nice.
All right. You'll also need 3 screws because this flange has 3 holes, 4 screws.
Right.
These screws are 1.25 inch. Then you need 2.5 inch long screws to attach your long piece here to the base, which is your 1x6 piece.
So the base going on top of that?
No, the base. Well, because you have to.
Let me see. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I have my good friend Raucus to help me. I remember safety first. I have my gloves on. I'm going to protect my eyes as well as we keep it safe here in our studio. So as we proceed, now the first part which I skipped because I did it beforehand, you need to get a 220 grit sandpaper. Sand this all down, sand down your pieces. When you cut them, make sure they're nice and smooth. Then you could use the stain of your choice. In this case, I use dark walnut because I like how it looks. And let that dry for anywhere between 8 and 12 hours. Sometimes it may take more depending on how much you apply to your pieces, all right? So now we have our base piece and our top piece.
Gary, you know I can't let it slide, right? Dark walnuts of all the varnishes.
Yeah, dark walnut.
Any particular reason for the dark walnut?
Well, I just like how this color looks.
All right. Okay.
All right. So what you want to do is so now this is why you put in the base on top. And I'll actually ask your assistants here.
Sure. What do you need?
If I could ask you to hold this in place, these 2 pieces in place, ensuring that the edges are
lined up
in perfect alignment. And we're gonna do what a term you heard before on this show, pilot holes.
But you have them here already?
Well, you see, for the magic of TV, you want to make it look good, Raucus.
Sorry, you were supposed to lie and then say that, you didn't draw the holes yet.
No, well, I am thinking about time, and time is of the essence.
Okay.
And what I actually learned there is my last pilot holes were a little too shallow.
They were quite shallow.
They were quite shallow.
Actually pierce into the, oh gosh, it's falling down.
That's right. No, that's okay, that's okay. So now what you're going to do is place, so you could remove them now. You're going to place glue.
So we drill the holes up with glue? Were you wicked or?
That's for extra strength.
Extra stick.
Right? And at this point, what you're going to do is, now you're going to realign them, my friend. You could put it right down on there.
I hope I line it up properly. Because if it's sticking in the wrong place, then the hole on them ain't going to be good.
And you're going to drive your 2.5 inch screws in. If you do not have help and you have a clamp, well, you could do it as well yourself.
Oh, God, oi!
All right, Raucus.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
Problems there, buddy? That is what we're talking about.
I'm a problem solver, my friend.
Yeah, man. We have to do that, put on extra motor. Turn up the heat on the screw.
And put a little more elbow grease in there.
All right. So you're back into it, as they say. All right, oh God, Ian.
Right.
Carry, you're wicked out here. Carry
Nice.
it in.
All right.
It good. Oh gosh.
All right, so now is the point
Man
where
on a
you...
mission.
That's right. Now is the point where you place your flange in your position. You know, you need to center it from all sides. So this, the thickness of this is 3/4 inch.
Okay.
And you want a space of 6 inches out here.
Ah, that's
so
why
when
the
you
6
put,
and
yeah,
3/4.
Yeah, that's right.
I see what you did there now.
Right?
Go ahead.
So now you center your piece. I centered this beforehand. I just need to align where the holes are supposed to be, and they are now aligned. And what you would do is drill your pilot holes. You would mark them with your pencil, right? You mark them, followed by...
The pencil would show up on this walnut stain.
It'll be difficult to see, but if you have good eyes,
Use a marker.
yeah, you can use a marker or chalk. You know,
Chalk.
yeah,
Chalk.
would be
Chalk is our
chalk would be
vibes,
good as well.
Get
All
some
right.
chalk when you're going to the hardware.
So as I was saying, what you want to do is center it. Then you mark your holes. After which you're going to drill your pilot holes. Now, in the essence of time, I've done these pilot holes before.
Oh, they know what the pilot hole drilling does look like, right? So now we
Right.
move on to the screwing.
All right. So once you finish your pilot holes, what you want to do is place your flange back in place. And you're going to use these 1.25" screws now. And you know what, Raucus? I think you could do this part.
Okay, if you insist.
So what I'll do is hold this in place, and you could drive in those screws.
Word to Big Bird.
That's one.
Where the others?
No, let me help you out over there.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
All right, so it's 3 screws. Quick as the wood. Because there's a DIY that we want to finish today. Have a part 2 for this bad boy.
Part 2.
No part 2
No
for this
part
bad
3.
boy. Yeah.
All right, and we are almost there, guys. Now, if you wanted,
I feel like we're done.
to, no, we're not done just yet.
It's
We
just a
are-
couple screws and we're
Yeah,
done.
just
Let me go.
almost, right?
Let me go.
If you wanted to, you could spray paint this the galvanized pieces
Spray paint?
beforehand before you
Oh,
attach it here.
okay.
But I like the raw
like it
metal
raw.
look.
You like
Right?
the raw look.
Yeah, the
Makes
raw
sense.
look.
Makes
All right,
sense.
so now you just thread your pipe into the flange, and you can do that by hand. And if you want it tighter, there's actually something called a pipe clamp that you could use.
I thought you'd use a monkey wrench.
You could use that as well,
Okay.
but it wouldn't be as effective as the pipe clamp.
Okay, okay.
All right, if you wanted to make it
I
tighter
feel like
than.
for this DIY, I have a tool shed.
All right, I wish I had a roll of paper towel. So now you put your collar on, it just threads right onto that, and then
So
you cap
question,
because you don't want anything.
Would you be able to
go
just
in.
tray your roll of paper towel over it, or do you have to unscrew that every time?
No, you could put your roll of paper towel.
Ah,
It's
vibes,
convenient,
vibes,
convenient.
vibes. It seems quite solid, you know?
Yeah, it is indeed. And once the glue dries up there, very solid piece, and you don't have to worry
We seem
about
to
it
be
shaking.
having some problems with this last screw.
Yeah, the
part.
last part here is giving me a rough time.
It's
you know?
always coming down to the end, you know?
Always coming down to the
Always
end.
coming down to the end.
All right, there we go. There we go. So you thread your cap inside there. And again, you will need a tool. You could use a monkey wrench or anything like that if you would want to. But this is what the finished product looks like.
Dun, dun, dun,
And
dun,
again,
dun, dun, dun.
I like the rotation there. So you could have a kind of rustic, industrial paper towel holder at home, and you could just slide your paper towel over that. And then, of course, you know, as you pull it, it would turn.
But you don't have, you know what you need to do next time?
cutter.
A cutter, dog.
But you see, that's why they make the perforated paper for with the
So you
lines.
could just rip.
So you could just rip.
But if you have a little cutter, you know, it's just a tin, a little something,
yeah,
right here.
I know what you mean.
But this is our vibes too.
But
this is
these
our
are
vibes
vibes.
too. This is our
Yeah.
vibes too. So good job. Good
Yeah.
job. Well done. Well
And
done.
thank you for the help. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
man, no
help.
problem. I'm taking this one to go home with. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have this is my towel, paper towel holder. I want to thank you for helping me to make it this morning, Carrie.
Yes, right?
Sorry, I'm playing. I'm done. All right. So this morning,
but
guys,
Raucus, you my friend. I might just give it to you.
and I would not be upset with you. But I have lots of termites in my house. I don't know if your walnut stain would stand up. I think it needs some proper termite treatment.